Welcome, Virgos. This is your July 2025 forecast. And for you, the most impactful transit is going to be the full moon in Capricorn on July 10th. That's going to highlight your career and finances. So this is going to be like a culmination. Everything's working together and working up to some goals that you have. And you want to work on completing those goals before you start new beginnings. So you're being guided to detoxify your daily routines and clear space for a fresh mission that you have for yourself here. So that's like a soul mission. So that is part of the reason why you came here. So it's time to start working towards those types of goals. Okay, so let's see here how you're showing up here. Wonderful. So you are showing up in your power here, and there may be a spiritual focus here. So it may be that you want to do work that's more aligned with your mission and your true calling. This could also be you connecting more deeply within to figure out what that type of work is and what makes you happy, what makes you feel fulfilled, and what brings you joy. You also may be considering what brings you passion, because it does appear that you have some new openings that can start here. You are, however, being guided to work on closing some things out first, but you do have new openings, new projects, new ideas. It could be even new positions or offerings coming towards you. So your future is absolutely bright, definitely bright. But again, you're just being guided to do that work, to do that inspired effort that allows you to sort of close out any areas where you feel like, you know, those particular activities, habits, efforts are not going to follow you into your new chapter of things. You may also be, for some of you, and this is not going to be for everyone, but I do feel like for some of you, you are really concerned, like focused on celebrating. So there may be a celebration that's coming up, or you may have decided like, look, you know, this is summertime, I'm just going to enjoy myself. And for others of you, like I said, it may be like a particular celebration that is coming up here that you're working towards. And others, even, this may be like you just getting out into the community more, or spending more time with your friends or family or soul family, like those individuals that you care about and you enjoy being around. And it's just a good time when you're with those individuals. Okay, so let's see some obstacles here. Okay, so family may come up for you, and you may find that as you are deciding what works for you and what's best for you, the family component is going to tie into that. So there may be some challenges relating to the family environment where, just for instance, what's coming to mind is like if you are interested in advancing your career or taking on a project where you're going to need to spend more time at work or doing work, that may impact your ability to be available to your family or your partner. So yeah, there are some family dynamics here that are playing out that may come up for or as a challenge for you this month. What else? So we have the Page of Swords here. Okay. So you may also feel like you don't necessarily have the skills to accomplish any goals that you, not any goals, let's clarify that, particular goals that you have for yourself as far as building out your generational wealth and your legacy, managing your finances, within your career, any additional advancements that you're looking to do. You may find, even this could be you wanting to explore different business ventures. You may find, or you may be feeling like you don't necessarily have the skills and the abilities to do that. And it could really just be about your fear and limiting beliefs, and you really stepping into that courageous part of you and that powerful being that you are to achieve and accomplish your goals. Okay, so what else? We have awakening here. Okay, so this as a part of this process here, there may be some spiritual awakening happening here. There may be some balancing here that may be important to you as it relates to your career. So you may be looking for a position that allows you to be more balanced, that allows you to express more of who you are authentically, and that for some of you even allows you to be more spiritual or religious, whatever your preference is. There's no judgments here, but some of you be looking for a position that does allow you, that's not, judging you in that way, or not saying like, no, you can't do put yourself on social media and do psychic readings, or you can't do tarot readings, or what have you. So yeah, the spirituality, the religious component, you expanding your consciousness and your spirituality and growing and developing there may come up as a challenge in some way to your career advancement. Okay, so let's get a couple oracles here. So we have a well with family wishes coming true. So that is wonderful. And what else? So we have, okay, so there's definitely something here related to the family environment that is going to have an impact on your career and finances here. And so we're looking at challenges here on this side of the table here. So yeah, there is definitely something that you may find yourself working through with your family. So if you do receive an offer or are granted a project, or decide to collaborate or partner with someone, or create a new business, or explore a business venture, then you are going to be asked. It's going to be a need for you to be able to balance that successfully, body, mind, and soul, and in your family unit and environment. Okay. So at the heart of it is, oh wow, so we have our candle that blew out here. So I think what I'm going to do is put another candle there. And I knew that was going to happen. I was like, maybe I can get through the reading without doing that, but it doesn't look like that is going to happen here. So we are going to get another candle there. But with this Queen of Cups energy, let me see if I can get this out. With the Queen of Cups energy, this is about like emotional fulfillment and balance, and you being able to successfully manage your emotions. So that is going to come into play here. And that's really at the heart of the matter, because that's what we're looking at, is underlying issues or worries that you may have. So I feel like you want to be in this space where you do feel emotionally secure here. Okay, so give me a second, let me light this up. Okay, there we go. Oh, no, not it. Okay, got it. All right. My apologies for the brief little intermission there, but yeah, so there is this emotional component and aspect in you wanting to feel fulfilled. And I would say that's body, mind, and soul, but what's coming out is like just wanting to be fulfilled emotionally in the position or the direction that you go in. So you want to be exploring your spirituality, as well as working in a position where you do have that freedom to do that, to continue to grow spiritually. So we also have the Ace of Coins here. And you do want to, for some of you, you do want to explore gifts or talents or abilities that you do have. Natural talents, natural abilities, like being a tarot reader, like coaching, mentoring others, providing gifts and talents and products and services based off of your natural gifts and talents and abilities. So you do want to explore that. And that may also be influencing your choices here as far as your career is concerned, or that could be coming in as a factor, because you may be considering, and this is just an example, but you may be looking at positions and advancing within your current employment situation, but then you also have the really great, awesome ability to read cards and channel messages, and so you may want to start your YouTube channel and read tarot as well, but you're trying to find the balance within that. Like, can I apply for this higher level position and do that work, but also build out my YouTube channel and my tarot business? Okay. So let's look at your beliefs here. So we have the Queen of Coins. So you definitely believe and trust in yourself that you can be successful, and that the efforts that you put in are going to result in positive outcomes and provide fruits to you from your labor. Okay, so this is moving into abundance and fulfillment, and you trusting and knowing that that is possible through the work and effort that you're putting in. And that's ultimately what you want to do, and I don't think that's any surprise here, is to be financially free, financially independent, and to have a really strong financial foundation set and create that generational wealth. So we also have the Seven of Swords here. Okay, so you may be just moving a little haphazardly. You may be making choices or decisions, or not making choices or decisions, like letting things pass you by where you know you would be great for those particular opportunities, or you may have ideas that come to you and then decide not to explore them or expand them or research them or do anything with them for whatever reason, because I'm hearing it's a variety of different reasons here that may cause you to be hesitant here, or to make decisions that aren't necessarily aligned with who you are. And when I say that, I mean, like, if you are within your employment at your employer, you may find a position come through and it is higher paying, and you're like, well, I probably could get an interview for that, or I might even get offered that position. You may be very well qualified for it, but is it truly what's going to make you fulfilled? Is it truly allowing you to work towards your true calling and your true purpose? So those are the things that you may be contemplating here. And some of you may just move forward in that direction simply because it is more money. And then others of you may take that step back and think like, okay, is this really what I want to do? But this coming out as sort of like what you're projecting out into the world right now is like taking that or applying for that, knowing that it's not who you authentically are, and knowing that it's not going to bring you fulfillment and satisfaction. It may bring you more money, but is it really going to make you feel fulfilled and satisfied? Okay. Wow. So around you, there's new opportunities everywhere. There's new portals that are opening up. There's new chapters that can begin here. So that is wonderful to see, at least that in your external environment, there are opportunities coming in. There's abundance. There are blessings available to you. Okay, so this is definitely a time for you to decide what it is that you truly want to work on, what's important to you, what brings you joy. What else do we have here? So let's look at, alignment. I love that, because we're going into the guidance portion of this next, and you are being guided to, like I said, focus on what makes you feel aligned with your true authentic self. And that's simply like what makes you feel good, what makes you feel fulfilled, what brings you joy when you think about working towards that. Because like I said, if you're deciding on to applying for a particular position versus like building out a business plan for your own business, which one of those are going to bring you joy? Which one of those feels better to you, feels more aligned with who you authentically are? Okay. And for some of you, it is this higher paying position. And for others of you, it is actually like building out your own business and being your own boss. Okay. And for some of you, it's both. So you'll find that balance and you'll work toward creating that balance so that you can do the work that you love in both areas. Okay, so there's no wrong choices here. There's no judgments. There's no, the only guidance is really doing what you love and staying in alignment with who you authentically are. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. Okay, so the Nine of Cups. Yes, absolute fulfillment is what we have coming up. So you definitely have the opportunity to work towards things that are fulfilling you. And like I said, we have several examples here that we talked about as far as like creating your own business, working on particular ideas that you feel inspired by, doing some self-care practices. So whether it's painting, sculpting, journaling, writing even. Some of you are being guided to start writing that book that you've been thinking about or you started and put down and never finished. So yeah, this is about you doing those self-care practices that make you feel good and that can inspire you to put yourself out there and share your gifts with the world, and you will receive abundance and blessings as a result of that. And that is not the only way that you can receive abundance and blessings, but that is what is showing up here. So let's see what else. So we have strain. So you are stepping into a more courageous, brave, strong version of yourself, where you are also, there's something here about your appearance and you just feeling great and feeling attractive and feeling like yourself and trusting yourself. So this is you very strong. I love it. So we have the Nine of Coins here as well. So yeah, this is definitely you. We have a lot of nines coming out here. So you closing cycles, allowing things to end that aren't serving you or that are no longer important to you and are no longer helping you. And turning and shifting yourself toward the new beginnings, new opportunities, new blessings coming your way. So we have spirits monitoring. Okay, and this may be a message for someone in particular because this does speak to other energies that are around. So just be aware of that and how you connect with those other energies. So give me one more here. So I feel like for some of you that are very well connected, and maybe you are even clairvoyant, you can see, or clairaudient, you can hear. You may want to do some cleansing rituals, whatever those rituals are for you that allow you to cleanse your space, that allow you to cut those cords. That is coming up here as a recommendation, as something you should consider doing. So we also have you being freeing yourself from any situations that are not providing any value to you. Okay, so you may find, and I'm even hearing like some of you are going to decide to apply for other positions, and it's not even about the money. It's about like just being in a better environment or being able to work from home, or just you like that team better, you like that energy better, you have some friends on that team, and or at that employer, and they say they love working there. It's a really great working environment. So yeah, whatever this is, however you feel you need to adjust your current situation to make it more aligned with the path that you're going down and who you're becoming, is what you're being guided to do. Because we have right clearly here, clear new path here. And we saw that Four of Wands come out as well. That indicates you stepping through a portal and stepping into a new chapter. And it is one that can bring you a lot of success and fulfillment. Okay, so let's see what else. I mean, you cannot make this up. This is literally the world. You have success, good luck, closing out and opening of new beginnings. That is so wonderful. I love that that came out. We just said that. All right, so we have recognition and reward. So some of you are to be recognized for the work that you've put in and for the strength and power that you're exuding as you're stepping through these new portals, and you're letting things go that aren't helpful to you, and you're turning into this priestess, the priestess that you are, stepping into the power that you hold and who you authentically are. Okay. We also have you going with the flow, cleansing and receiving. So the cleansing is coming up here again. So that is a very strong message for some of you that feel like that would be beneficial and helpful. And then also you don't need to have like this whole ritual that you do. It can be as simple as you getting into the shower and allowing the water to flow over your body and imagining the water as healing energy, new, fresh energy, and allowing it, visualizing it, washing away any of the old, stale, outdated energy, belief systems, thoughts, habits, all of that. So it could be just something that simple. Okay, so it just depends on you and what you feel is appropriate and best for you. But there's definitely going to be some value to you. And also this is about your space, cleansing your space, decluttering, getting rid of just things that you're not using anymore, clothes that you're not wearing anymore. So this is also relating to that. So we have helpless and hopeless. Okay, so give me clarity on that, please, Justice. So just know that everything is working out for your highest good. Things are happening and you're going to experience good, better, and best. So anything that comes your way that makes you feel that it's not for you, there is a lesson in that. That's an indication, a strong, immediate indication to you that there's a lesson here that I need to be learning. Let me learn that shit so I can get rid of this energy and move on. And getting rid of it means you may need to incorporate some particular lessons or some things that you're doing. You may need to make adjustments so that you are more aligned with your authentic self and with things that are working for you. Okay, so that doesn't mean like just, I feel this, let me let it go, move on. No, letting go is a process. It's you processing things, taking the lesson out of it, and then letting that energy go that's tied to it and associated to it, and deciding, okay, as a part of this lesson, that's going in my knowledge bank. That's a part of my wisdom now. And I'm going to leverage that as I make decisions on my path here and as I'm moving on. Okay, Virgo, so those are the messages I have for you this month. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful month.